It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Here's Wilson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him, and try and cover him before he gets going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jones, off play action. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 20.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Yep, it got his man complete. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
96 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? Well, you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones, eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Keep grinding, keep grinding.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Again, Wilson will keep it.
Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Chubb. Shreds the and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Jones, off the play fake, going deep for, he's got a man, complete, past the 20, 10, and into the end zone, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Stephon Diggs, 81 yards, and the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown, and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Browns 17, Steelers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2 yards on
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Grant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Browns.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Let's go, D. 14,
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start with the option. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's the option. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking from the gun. Jones lets it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now we're signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Steelers 21, Browns 20.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Jason Verrett brought him down. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 24, Wilson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the Browns.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they run the option on 2nd down. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Chubb takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made
at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
39-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First down, Browns.
Running with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Stephon Tuitt on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, Wilson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Again, Wilson. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
6. Steelers 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
This is out quickly to the right. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run the option, and he connects with Ebron. And all the way down to the 12. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. J.J. Nelson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
He's good.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. 29. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. And because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Wilson to throw. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And that is going to seal this victory